Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath with your diaphragm, with your belly muscles. You just micromanaged 200 muscles and a dozen brain systems without thinking about it. That was a miracle. And you just got another one. As you take another deep breath, you get another one. Today, we are talking about why noticing these tiny, constant miracles is one of the fastest, cheapest, and most proven ways to upgrade your mental and physical health, especially as we head into Thanksgiving week. Welcome to the Health with Hashimoto's podcast. This is where you will find clarity and simple, sustainable strategies to feel better. I want to help you figure out your root causes. My name is Esther Yunkin. I am a registered nurse. I spent about 17 years in the emergency department, and then I got sick and tired of putting Band-Aids on chronic things. I went back to school, and now I have been in holistic health education for about 10 years. I know how exhausting it is to live with fatigue, brain fog, and the ups and downs of Hashimoto's. And that is why I'm here. I'm here to cut through the confusion and to give you practical steps that support your body, calm your immune system, so that you can regain your energy and feel like yourself again. Next week in the United States is Thanksgiving. I don't know where Thanksgiving is for you if you are in another country. Actually, let me know. Send me a message on Instagram. I am at Health with Hashimoto's. There's a dot in between each word, or comment in our community, in our Health with Hashimoto's community over on School. I'd love to know when you celebrate Thanksgiving. But during that holiday, it is a time when traditionally we all try to name a few things that we're thankful for. Of course, while we're eating turkey or pie or whatever goodness that you have for Thanksgiving. But what if gratitude wasn't a once per year thing, especially performative based? What if it was a daily habit of noticing the millions of little tiny miracles all around you? I recently read a book and it's called Million Little Miracles. It is such a fascinating book. I highly recommend it because it talks about all of these things that we just take for granted, like taking a deep breath. 200 muscles used when you take a deep breath, and 12 different brain systems used when you take a deep breath. All of it, something that you do, 12 to 20 times per minute, every single minute of the day. Every single day of the year. We have tiny miracles all around us. And when you have a regular gratitude practice, it results in lower cortisol, which is your stress hormone. It results in better sleep. You have a stronger immune system. You even have fewer aches and pains. Of course, gratitude also impacts your mental health. People who have a regular gratitude practice have lower rates of depression and anxiety. Harvard did a study and they found that 15 minutes of focused gratitude just 3 times a week produced a measurable increase in happiness for 6 months. That's significant. Something as simple that you can do that's completely free to do that increases your happiness as well as all of the other stuff I just mentioned. I mean, you lower your cortisol hormone, and that's impacting your overall immune system, which is impacting your autoimmune condition, which is Hashimoto's, and maybe you have more than one. A simple act of gratitude is or can be life changing. Before we talk more about that, I do want to let you know, if you are listening in real time, about the deals that I'm going to have next week. I have never done deals like this, and I am so excited to offer these to you. In the 5 days of Monday through Friday, I will have 5 different deals. Now, each deal is only going to be available on its own day. So let me tell you what is coming up. On day 1, so Monday, November 24th, is going to be Find Your Root Cause in 1 hour. This is the mini course that I've been talking about over the last couple years. If you are trying to figure out why you still feel awful, even while you're taking thyroid medication, this is where you begin. When you take advantage of this deal, you are going to have a simple time identifying your biggest triggers like stress, gut imbalance, toxins. I'm not going to have you do tests or get overwhelmed in this initial hour. In less than an hour, you're finally going to see what's keeping your body stuck and how to start moving forward. The result will be less confusion, more direction, and renewed energy as you take your first clear step towards feeling better. You're going to walk away feeling validated, hopeful, hopeful and confident that there is a path to steady progress. That's day 1, available on Monday, November 24th. Tuesday, November 25th, is the Simple Habits Jumpstart. This is early enrollment for the January Simple Habits program. If you want to stop overcomplicating your health routine, the Simple Habits Jumpstart is for you. It's going to give you one small sustainable action every single week to build better thyroid health without burnout. And when I say simple, I mean simple. This program is delivered to you via text message, so I couldn't make it complicated. I can't give you too much to do. Everything is going to be very simple and easy. I will text you a couple times a week, giving you the new habit for that week, and then checking in with you. This is going to help you feel calmer, clearer, and more in control, and you're finally going to see progress that sticks even when life gets busy. The Simple Habits program itself starts in January. When you take advantage of it during this 5 days of deals, you're going to save some money, and you're also going to get the refreshing sleep and rest jumpstart. You're going to get that downloadable PDF right away, so you can start that before you do the Simple Habits program in January. That is available on Tuesday, day 2 of our deal week. Day 3, so that's Wednesday, November 26th, that is a masterclass. Sixth season, not you, your winter immunity blueprint. That is the masterclass I have for you, because I know that you want practical, nurse-approved ways to protect your immunity, energy, and mood through all the parties, travels, and treats. You want to truly enjoy the holidays and the winter instead of just surviving. Don't worry, you do not need to be perfect for this. These are realistic tools that keep flare-ups and the January crashes away. This is coming out of the vault. It is a popular class that I have done before, and I am releasing it again for this week only, or actually for Wednesday. All right, so Thursday, day 4, that is Thanksgiving Day in the US, maybe not in other countries. That is the day where I am offering a VIP health reset day. I have never offered this before, and I will only offer 10 spots. When these are full, they're full. If you are done guessing and you want clear, personalized steps, the VIP Health Reset Day is for you. In one focused 3-hour session, we're going to map out your entire root cause health strategy together. You're going to walk away with a customized plan for your nutrition, your supplements, sleep, stress, and detox, all tailored to your specific needs. So this is going to be a private strategic support. It's designed to help you finally understand what's going on in your body and what to do next. By the end of our time together, you're going to feel relief. You're going to feel clarity and confidence. No more spinning your wheels, just a step-by-step plan that fits your real life. That is day 4, Thursday, November 27th. November 28th will be the official Black Friday day. And on that day, I am releasing a new version of the traditional Holistic Hashimoto's course. You've heard me talk about it over the last couple years on the podcast. I listened to your needs and I am adapting. So this is going to be private podcast based. What is a private podcast? Good question. It is a podcast where instead of searching for it in your podcast feed, I will give you the direct URL or the code for it, and then you can pull it in. It is hidden from everybody else. You are going to be able to access this Hashimoto's Reset in your podcast feed, because I know you've told me, listeners have told me, they want things simple, they want it easy to access, they love the podcast, and so they want this in podcast format, because you don't need another overwhelming course. You want and need something that fits your life and your energy level. So that is what the Hashimoto's Reset is going to deliver. It's going to deliver my holistic Hashimoto's framework through that private podcast. It is paired with a clear workbook and one personalized coaching call. This is something else that I heard from people going through the holistic Hashimoto's course, is that sometimes getting started is the hardest step. So when you purchase the Hashimoto's Reset, you are going to get a calendar, or you're going to get access to my calendar to book your call right then, so that you don't have to procrastinate. getting started is important, and I want to help you get started on the right foot. So you are going to have that coaching call included in the Hashimoto's Reset. Now, the Hashimoto's Reset is going to launch on Black Friday. I will have it available at this price until the new year. And then I haven't decided, maybe I'll keep it at this price for a couple days after the new year, and then it will go up. So you definitely take advantage of it during Black Friday week or at least before the new year so that you can get started in knowing what exactly to do for your Hashimoto's. I can't wait to offer you these 5 deals in 5 days. Like I said, I have never done this before. It's a big undertaking. I actually was not prepared for how much work it is preparing for it. But as I've spent hours getting each thing dialed down and just perfect for you, I get more and more excited about the women who are, and men, who are going to have so much health transformation. They're going to feel like they are getting their lives back. They're feeling like themselves again. And helping you do that, helping you feel that, that is what drives me. I want you to be able to take control of your health, know what to do, and feel like yourself again. So the link to all of these is going to be down in the show notes. There's just going to be one web page that you go to each day. It's going to be on healthwithhashimotos.com. And then if you want email reminders, absolutely get on my email list. Again, healthwithhashimotos.com. And I will send you an email every morning so you know exactly what that deal is. You get a link right to it. All right, back to gratitude. In 2023, there was a meta-analysis done, and it found that gratitude interventions work as well as some therapy techniques for reducing worry and improving mood. And you know what? Noticing the little miracles around us is basically free medicine that you can take all day long. The secret isn't forcing yourself to feel thankful. I mean, yes, you can absolutely do that. Keeping a gratitude journal and forcing yourself to write 3 things that you're grateful for is a fantastic practice. I highly recommend it. It's especially important on days when you don't feel like doing it. Those days, you need it more than ever. But sometimes being able to notice the things around you it changes your perspective on life. It changes your perspective on everything. So let's look at some little miracles. And like I said, this is inspired by the book Million Little Miracles. It's written by Mark Batterson. I highly recommend it. It's just a fun read or listen. I listened to the audio version and it's so good. He helps you see all of these tiny miracles all around us every single day. So here are some categories of little tiny miracles that we take for granted. How about your body? Your body doing its thing, like your heart beating every single second of every single day, increasing when you need it to, decreasing when you're at rest. How about your immune cells eating bacteria right now? And did you know that every single person has cancer at some point in time in their body? They have cancer cells, and your body finds, it seeks out, and it destroys them because not everybody develops cancer. We all have cells that occasionally will mutate and could be a cancerous cell, and our body is like, yeah, no, that's not supposed to be here. It takes care of it, all while you are completely unaware. What about the miracle of your digestive process? Oh my goodness. You smell some food, all of a sudden that starts your digestive process. You chew, you swallow, it goes into your stomach. The acid is so powerful, it breaks your food down. And then in between your stomach and your intestines, you have this thing where the acid can't get through. It's neutralized so that the stomach acid doesn't eat through your intestines. That little tiny spot right there, fantastic miracle happening every single day, multiple times a day. The rest of your digestion also just miraculous. And yes, it's common, it's normal. So we don't think about it as a miracle because, of course, it just happens. But when you truly think about what is going on at that level, your food being broken down, the right nutrients getting absorbed, your cells reaching out and taking what they need and discarding what they don't. So many miracles happening on a cellular level. What about the healing of a paper cut? You got this little tiny slice. ouch, it hurts a lot, right? But it heals so quickly that you forget about it unless you wash your hands or put hand sanitizer on. Then, then obviously you notice it. But otherwise, you forget about it because it heals so quickly. Your body is doing the work of healing all without you even paying attention to it. Little miracles all around us. So here's a quick exercise. Put your hand on your chest. Do you feel your heartbeat? Maybe, maybe not. Do you feel yourself breathing? For breathing, you can put your hand on your chest or on your belly. Breathing with your diaphragm sends a signal to every single cell in your body to switch into the rest and digest, the parasympathetic nervous system. When you're breathing with your shoulders and with the tiny little muscles in between your ribs, you're telling your body that we need to be in fight and flight mode in the sympathetic nervous system. How you breathe can change your physiology. It's a tiny little miracle happening. So put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Take a breath. Little miracles going on all the time. There's also miracles about like the invisible web that keeps life running. Like when you turned on your tap today, your water tap, water came out clean, hopefully, and ready to drink, right? We are so fortunate to have access to that. It's not something that just happened. It is a miracle that happens, just, one that people had to work for, something that we can be grateful for every single day. What about electricity? The internet. When the internet goes out, we all feel it. But when the internet is running fine, we take it for granted. What if we were grateful every single day for these little things instead of taking them for granted? I know that in my tiny little town, everybody seems to be on one of two different internet providers because that's really all that's available. And when it goes down, every single thing in town, it seems like, is not working. The bank, the pharmacy, the gym, everything is down. And then everybody who's trying to work virtually or even trying to make a phone call, everything is down because for a lot of us in this tiny town, even though our internet provider and cell phone provider are different, they both use the same tower. So when one goes down, they both go down. And you know what? I don't give gratitude that they're working most of the time. Yes, I complain when they're down, but I forget about all the days when they're working. I just take it for granted. And then what about the perfectly timed tiny moments? This is the third type of miracle that's happening all around us. You know, that song that came on and it hit just perfectly. You felt like you needed it, like it was speaking to you, that you felt like it was God making sure that your music player, your music app, or the radio just coordinated that for you. Or the friend who texts you and you just needed that word right then. A stranger who holds the door. They were being polite, yes. And really, is that a miracle? No. But is it something good that's happening all around us that we could just take for granted? Or we could teach ourselves to look at the world differently and express gratitude, to feel gratitude, to yes, say thank you and not just thank you as a phrase as you walk through, but actually mean it. Thank you. That is something that it just makes the world a little better place. So as we move into Thanksgiving week, as we practice giving gratitude, I'd love to challenge you to change your perspective on the world. How can you notice the tiny little miracles and all of the things around us every day? How would that change your mental health, your physical health, your relationships? I challenge you to try it because it will change all of those things. 30 seconds here, 10 seconds there. It really adds up and it changes your brain. It changes your whole you. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, for the holiday, but also giving thanks every single day and changing your perspective. Start with your next heartbeat because that one was free. And the next one. And the next one. There are always things happening all around us that we can be grateful for. I hope you have a fantastic week. Make sure that you check out the 5 days of deal. Again, they'll be on the healthwithhashimotos.com site and they'll be in your email if you're on my email list. I'll see you then. This podcast is for informational and educational purposes only. Please discuss any changes with your trusted healthcare provider. To take your next step, join our school community and explore the courses available there. You do not have to figure your health out alone. So that is school, SKOOL.com, and it is the Health with Hashimoto's community. I'll see you next time on the Health with Hashimoto's podcast.